Forget Richard Gere and Julia Roberts.
Right on the left, actually.
It's Peter Andre and Katie Price. Good night.
Katie and Peter's Australian holiday is over, and now that they're back in the UK, it's straight down to business. For the next 6 months, they are giving you unrestricted access.
Just picked her up for the night. I'm gonna shag her night, mate. That's what I'm gonna do, eh?
Oh, shagogenic, baby.
Oh, hello, that's a spotlight there. Oh.
They've got it all. 3 adorable kids.
Not there, not there, not there.
A beautiful house, and of course, each other.
We can definitely have sex tonight.
Find out how far they're willing to go to look their best.
Guys, do not believe your girl when she says she loves you the way you are.
How will they cope under the media spotlight? And what dramas will unfold as Katie and Peter live their incredible dream? It's going to be one hell of a ride. Coming up on this week's Katie and Peter, the next chapter. Kate takes on the tabloids.
The editor and that of the news, who else should be sorry, because I'm now going to sue them.
Pete makes dreams come true.
This day has made our life.
And no pain, no gain for Katie.
Okay, relax. That's fine. Deep breath.
It's Monday the 28th of January, and Katie and Peter have been back in Kent for 4 days. And for Kate, it's business as usual. She's shooting pictures for OK magazine, and it's the first chance she's had to show off her new surgery.
Your new nose is absolutely amazing.
He has done a good job on my nose, something I didn't really need to do.
He's done a good job on your knees as well, and your legs.
Oh, and my face, I found my cheek
And your
implants,
elbows.
and my elbow, my cheek.
You're enjoying this, I tell you, I've done it for
Let's have a looky look. I look old. I look really different.
I need a bit of work, but they'll be nice. Beautiful.
Doing a bit of work.
Naturally, your entrance is grand red carpet on the side.
Katie may well love her new nose, but there is another area of her recent surgery that is causing her a lot of discomfort. Her teeth.
The problem is, when you have veneers, they file your teeth down, so the veneers stick on. My gums are fine, my gums don't hurt. It's my actual teeth. That's what I'm saying. It's my own teeth, where it's all going like that. I can't eat steak. All I want to do is have steak and chips and just chew my food. I can only have things that are soft. It's really doing my head in.
Whilst Katie is straight down to business, Pete is talking about getting back to work. He has set up a meeting with Nicola, part of his management team, and has returned from Australia full of good intentions for the new year.
And I just want to go full steam ahead. I want to release an album. I want to work with different writers. I want to tour. I want to do gigs because I'm only doing the gigs because I just miss being out there. That's all it is. And the other thing I'm doing this year is training proper, with a proper trainer, where they say in 3 months I want to look a certain way, and I'm going to do it this year. So I've just I was a bit laid back. I've enjoyed the last 3 or 4 years, but now I'm going to go for it again.
Okay. The other thing now that we've been asked to do is something called Retro Fest, which is going to be in Scotland. So it's going to have all sorts of bands performing.
I love the title already.
I know, fab, isn't it?
So, 80s groups and stuff
yeah,
like that.
everything like that.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so it's going to be a whole thing.
Oh, that'd be great, man. I'd love to do that. Even though I'm not retro, though, but they just asked me to perform there.
Well, what it is, you know Ian Jury and the Blockheads?
Of course.
Well, the suggestion that's been made is to have them as your band. To have
Oh,
the Blockheads
oh,
as your
really?
band, yeah.
Let's have a laugh this year. Let's do it. Let's enjoy it. Let's go in the studio. Excited.
Pete has a clear vision of where he wants to take his music.
I don't want to go too R&B. I don't want to go too pop. I want it to be kind of just adult contemporary. I just think that's the direction to go now.
Pete has a gig at the weekend and he must decide on a brand new set list that is both adult and contemporary to help relaunch his career.
But don't you think though that this would also be a great intro?
TikTok, you know, stop to the I wanna set you up all night. I want to set you up. Ooh, yeah. So let me take on all your clothes. Disconnect the phone so nobody knows. Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing, I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
The only thing I think about if we drop in all new tracks is that people don't know. That's
The
all.
opening song's one they know, and then two originals,
Two originals and Mysterious
and then
Girl.
Mysterious Girl. Then you've got two songs that everyone knows and two songs they don't, but I'm keeping it up tempo the whole time.
It's been 4 years since Pete released his last solo album, as he's been busy with his TV work and looking after the kids.
I never lost the ambition or the drive. What I did was I wasn't as hungry for a while. I just kind of laid back and I took, I wanted to take care of the family, and which is great, and I wanted to be with the kids as much as I could. But it's almost like, okay, you've spent a lot of time now doing that, now get your ass back into gear. That's how I feel. Excellent.
With the direction of his new music agreed, Pete is still unsure about his new image.
Now, this is a bit weird, this top, eh? It's a bit like trying to wear a gold chain, but I'm not really got a gold chain, so it's like I can't afford a gold chain, but I'm acting like I've got a gold chain on. I don't know if I like it.
I think you're overanalyzing
I'm
that a bit.
overanalyzing.
Coming up, are dentures the answer for Katie?
And stick them in, polygrip them in.
Nothing is left to the imagination.
Without going into detail, I'm the filthiest bastard you'll ever
Like last
see.
night I was spitting in his face, just at the...
Alright, honey.
And Pete is back where he belongs. It's Thursday the 31st of January and Katie is on her way to the dentist. To make the journey quicker, she's decided to use public transport.
Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City? I'm a girl tonight, you look so pretty, yes you do.
Are we on the choo-choo train? And we're going on the underground as well today. That'll be the first time you've been on that. Can you believe we're going on the underground today? I haven't been on the underground for... Oh my God, it must be 6 years. Thank you. I'm rushing up to a dentist appointment and hopefully everything will go well, because if not, I have to go to America on Monday.
6 weeks ago, Katie was in LA to get her boobs reduced. But once she was there, Kate decided to get her nose and teeth done as well.
So I thought, while I'm in America, why not get an American smile? So I got recommended by the guy who done my boobs. He quoted me a lot of money, but I thought, I'm there, get it done. Choo choo. And it seems that teeth and boobs is what I wanted doing. And the only thing that has turned out good is my nose. Something that I didn't even need or really was bothered about getting done anyway.
It's not long until Junior is able to sample the thrills of the big city on the London Underground.
We need to get on the blue line. We buy a ticket. Excuse me, where do we buy a ticket? I love it. I might do this more. So, where's the code?
This is a Piccadilly line service.
Yeah, your mummy.
It's my mummy.
After After successfully negotiating public transport, Katie arrives at the surgery, hoping her London dentist can fix her American smile.
Upright, 7, sound, 6.
It's been over 4 weeks since the work was, but Katie is still in pain. If the news from Dr. Stramotas is bad, she may have to return to LA immediately.
5, sound, 6.
Unfortunately, Katie's worst fears are confirmed.
I need all new veneers again. It's to do with what
Bonding,
you...
bonding. That the tooth was over-dried, and when you glued it on, it just created a reaction down. So the only way to stabilise is to take the veneers off, make temporary veneers for a while, and get the teeth back to normal.
My next question is, do I get this guy to do it all?
From a business point of view, of course, it's easier for you to do it here.
Which I wish I'd done in the first place.
Yeah.
But I'm very impulsive, and I was like, yeah, do it.
Okay.
We have to reverse the process, basically.
Yeah.
To prevent root canal work, basically. Because
Yeah.
it looks like it's
Oh,
going
why don't I
towards
just
that.
have dentures? It'd be so much
No.
easier. Do you know that? No problem. Stick them in, polygrip them in.
Pop them on the side.
Come out of the stars at night.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll do that then.
Any further dental work will have a major knock-on effect on Katie's busy schedule, as Nicola is well aware.
Not ideal, but no, it's one of those things. It will always happen. It's sod's law. It couldn't happen at a period of time where we had, you know, loads of time. It's the way that everything always works out. But none of us wanted to be in pain, so obviously we'll do whatever it takes, but it's just juggling. It's probably the best way I can put it.
Excellent.
Go on the cheeky
Hey, I'll see you up there.
Yeah. You better run. Thank you very much. See ya.
Bye.
The next day, Katie and Junior are back in London again, this time with Peter.
JJ, you love Daddy. How much?
Today, Katie is trying to teach Junior a new language.
Been a minute melody. Been a minute chicken melody.
Okay, try this one.
Yeah, but you're really talking a language.
No, I won't talk a language. I'll say something in Japanese.
Oh, big deal. Sawadee-ka.
That's Thai.
So,
Watashi wa Nihonjin totemo suki
yeah,
desu.
why don't you wash and use seaweed?
What?
Say it again.
Watashi wa
Yeah, why don't you wash? What do you wash? Yeah, why don't you wash?
Nihonjin
And knee-high hinges.
totemo
And the date's wrong.
suki desu.
Sit at your desk.
Katie and Peter have arrived for a photo shoot with New Woman magazine. New Woman have rented a penthouse flat with spectacular views for this domestic-style shoot. It's a special honour as it's the first time that they have put a married couple on the front cover, but it's still all about Katie.
And what would you like me doing?
You're basically pottering around. So
Reading the
you
paper?
can
You're my prop, Peter.
Last week in Australia, Katie and Peter had a major argument because Pete doesn't like Kate drinking. Tomorrow night she's due to go out with the girls and it's playing on Pete's mind.
She can't control her drink, right? She has to cross the line. She becomes arrogant, she becomes flirtatious, she becomes the person that I was told about before I met her now. Once in a while, yeah, it's good to let your hair down, but don't like her getting pissed. Don't mind if she has a couple of drinks, but she can't just have a couple of drinks. She has to overdo it. And I don't like the person she becomes, and she knows it. And it's caused so many rows.
Pete has worked himself up now about Katie's drinking, and there is little she can do to reassure him.
Whatever, do whatever you want, but I'm telling you, I'll put up with a lot. You know it's the only thing I don't like. And you still will do it.
You're going to a nightclub
I'm
and you're the main...
working.
Pete, come on.
Anyway, I'm not talking about it
No.
now. Forget it.
I won't go then.
No.
I won't go out.
No, because you actually genuinely want to.
Pete, can we just quit? It's not. You make it such a big deal. Come on.
I'm so wound up.
Baby.
I'm jealous.
I love you. Peter, I feel a bit icky. It's not the bit, it's the tablets.
Hope you feel icky tomorrow night.
Hope you get a punch on the way out to your club.
Yeah, but I've got work. I'm bringing home the money. You should be happy about that. I'm bringing home
and I'll be
the bread.
spending the money. Because it'll be free.
What'll be free?
Well, whenever all them men who buy me drinks.
That's what I meant.
Joking!
That's 11.
You up, don't rise to it.
8-2.
Oh, I've risen, alright.
Alright, okay, thanks very much.
With the photos in the bag, the magazine are keen to find out if Katie and Peter have a private life away from the cameras.
We have a private life,
Do you?
trust me.
But we met on telly and we met in front of the cameras and
I
our
love doing
relationship.
it anyway. I love people knowing everything.
But can you see for the rest of your life, this is it then?
Yeah.
Same
Yeah, but
old
look
box.
what I've got. I've got, to me, the hottest of the hot. She's got everything, and I mean everything that I want. So for me,
God, you know I'm gonna keep playing this back to you.
yeah,
I'm liking
you
this.
piss me off, but apart from that, you're perfect. I love you.
He'd be lost without.
You know what? You look like Sophia
man.
Loren at the moment. You've got that Sophia Loren look.
He'd be
Beautiful.
so, and you look like a proper gay boy, and I love that look. I always say I do. Do you know what I mean? You know, the pretty boy, immaculate. I think it's so important for men to look after themselves, and you've got that look. He always says it's a boy band look.
Would that turn you on if he... Would you be alright about that?
He'd do anything.
I am, you know, without going into detail, I'm the filthiest bastard you'll ever
Like
meet.
last
There's
night, I was
nothing.
spitting in his face, just at the.
All right, honey. You don't have to go into detail. It's like...
I went to bed. He started watching Father of the Bride.
Yeah.
And you know what men do when they're lying there and they've got a stonker and they're playing, and you know it's there and you're trying to ignore it, and he's like, look at that, and I'm like, yeah, great, like this. And he goes, go on, just a little touch, and I'm like, okay, there's your touch, like that. And then I was like, do my nails look good? He went, yeah. He said, why don't you give it a little kiss? And I went, no, Pete, because I had Sudocreme on my lips because my mouth was sore. And I played with a bit, made him do it, and I just spat in his face twice.
Made him do it?
Yeah, held his balls. Told a story.
Thank you, let's move on from that.
Look, as I said, not going into detail, not going into
Yes,
detail,
not going into detail.
I'm a filthy bastard, which is not much better. That's it.
Thank you, people.
Just to finish it off, I'll make you happy.
Oh, I
Mrs.
like
Andre.
It's the next day, 9 p.m. on Saturday night, and Pete is warming up those vocal cords on his way to his gig in Birmingham.
Nicola, how you feeling this evening? I've been looking at your breasties for so long. I'd like to do sweet things that you wouldn't want me to do, like ski. I said all I want is to have some fun, and I know I'm not the only one. So if you feel like I do, then can I play with those bright lips? And play with it all night long. Woo! That was nice, wasn't it?
Pete is travelling to Birmingham a few hours before the gig, as he has been asked by the Make-A-Wish Foundation to meet 14-year-old Aisha, who suffers from Rett syndrome, a complex neurological disorder.
Little Andre's coming now.
She and all her family could have flown anywhere in the world, but she chose to meet her hero Peter instead. Aisha watches Pete's live video every day.
Oh. Hi guys, hello. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you too. How are you?
Yeah, fine, thank you.
Hey darling.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm cool.
Hello darling. Aisha, right?
Yeah.
How you doing?
That's TV. No TV there.
I heard you watch the video all the time.
My kids doing Disneyland.
That means a
Saying
lot.
Aisha won't enjoy Disneyland. She'd rather see Peter Andre. We're happy to do that, Mum. There's nothing else we need. Is that your voice? Just have to give it a click, and she knows it's Peter.
But Pete is not just here to sign autographs.
You've got to
Cup
do
of
some
tea
Taylor
or
Nana.
coffee or-
You've got to sing Mysterious Girl. You have to. You have to. She's Mysterious Girl.
That's for you. All right, come a bit closer to me.
Oh, we're going to get close. Right, you've got to give eye contact, baby. Not mummy. Not mummy. You don't need mummy. Mummy's every day. Come on.
Okay. I stop and stare at you, walking on the shore. I try to concentrate, my mind wants to explore. The tropical scent of you takes me up above. And girl, when I look at you, oh, I fall in love. No doubt you look so fine. Girl, I wanna make you mine. And I wanna be with a woman just like you. There you go.
Thank you! And you did smile.
I saw her,
What was this? This Peter.
Oh, you're gorgeous.
I want to get close to you.
You're gorgeous.
See? Who's baby girl now? Who's the baby girl? We knew it was you. That's made our lives. This day has made our lives.
When you see this on TV and you see somebody going, oh, I went and saw this, or I went and saw these people and I was really touched, and they get all emotional, and you just think, oh, they're putting it on for the TV. Because you do think that. Everyone thinks that at some point. They think, oh, but when you're there and these people have come all that way to see you, and they bring their whole family along, and this girl, apparently every day of her life is watching my Wembley video. I can't think of anything more excruciating. But hey, you know, she does that, and that means a lot to me. And it's like, well, I'm more honoured than they are. You know, I'm humbled by it, and it's so good for things like that because it brings you so straight back down. You know.
It's now 12:45 a.m. and Pete is due on stage at 1:30. The question is he awake and ready to roll?
We're on stage in less than an hour now, so hopefully, I'm hopeful that he's up and showered. And it worries me to death that he's fallen back to sleep. Coffee and water.
Oh my God! I tell you what.
Are you asleep again?
No.
Okay. Charlie's here.
Yeah, I'm not ready yet. Just give me 2 minutes. I'll call you back in a sec. Oh.